Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. He conquers the markets, he turns water into wine. His timing flows where chaos turns divine. Cut sharp enough to time the sign. Yeah, this man's no common trader. He commands the market's numbers. We call him Chef Bailey. The market bends beneath his flame. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Markets move, they twist and swing. Every tick can burn or bring. Ryan keeps calm, he trusts his thing. The charts tell him everything. But when T1 makes ding, 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 the futures spread their hidden wing. And he is ready for anything, with Vic still looking like a restless king. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer. Fear and greed run through the wire. Candles climb and then expire. Our edges cut from the profile, sharp and clean by every buyer.
Good morning, everybody. How we doing? Nice job, Tim. Yeah, that dip was low. I took it as well. I actually short stroked it and had to get back in, but let's get into it. Welcome, everybody. It's Free Alpha Friday. Got a nice little crew so far on the stream, which is great. Bob, good to see you. Sandra, got a full crew on X and Substack as well. So, guys, here we are again, pushing all-time high territory, very close to that. We are well above the areas that we talked about that we basically need to hold. So we're going to go over the trade plan this morning. Let's go ahead and get right into it. pull this over. And I think we're going to start with this over here. Give me 1 second, guys. Just got to get set up. Let's see what we got here. Entire screen. There we go. All right. Let's get it. All right, guys. So just like the trade plan says, there's a few areas in here that we're going to watch. Trade plan title, once again, puts it out for us in plain English. Okay, 74.77 is going to be our big above below level for the day. It's the big 4 hour. So, guys, just to let you know, all the people on the stream, check your spam. If you are signed up for anything from me, definitely check your spam. Okay. We also have a how to trade a trade plan webinar coming up next week. So make sure you register for that. You give away a couple of prop firm examinations. Got some exciting stuff to talk about on some stocks here shortly too. But that's where I'm going to leave this, and I'm just going to go ahead and walk through this manually. It's easier for me than to read this. So I do apologize, everyone, for scabbing out on the post-market breakdown yesterday. Had some family stuff to take care of, and I'll explain a little bit later once we get started this morning. And I appreciate you checking in on me, Z. That was very sweet of you. So, guys, check it out. Here's the deal. All right, we're just going to look at it from a 4 hour perspective. And I'm going to break it down to the 1 hour, and we're going to get dirty. Okay. So let me go ahead and hide this. All right. So guys, we have a couple areas that we want to buy on the 4 hour. The 77 is our big above below. We also have a very, very big call wall at the very same spot, which is nice. We also have the previous weekly value area high at 81. This is going to be very important for us to stay above, guys, if we're going to continue this traverse higher. We could fill in all this morning and essentially try to get our push in the all-time highs. We have pushed above yesterday. We pushed above this current week's value and range so far in the overnight session. Okay. So in the cash session, technically speaking, we're above the cash session's weekly high right now. So we're starting to traverse this low volume area, which we could easily start to fill in. Okay. One of the things I want to point out to you guys this morning is we do have the overnight Globex point of control. Is that about 84? Okay, it's going to come into play here real soon. I'm going to talk to you about this. The other one is at 29 way down here. Not really thinking that we'll see that, but anything's possible today. Okay, we want to be very cautious. We don't have any red tag news today, and we have a relatively flat relative volume this morning coming into the day. Okay, so looking at this chart right now, I'm going to show you from a 4 hours perspective. We want to play 74.85 to continue our mission higher. If this happens, we don't have anything untested higher. We're going to look to take profits at our call walls, both before all-time highs and after all-time highs. That's all I got for structure. And I don't even call that structure. We just know that we have a massive gamma skew up there, and we need to pay attention to. Okay, if they push below 77, and ultimately the real number is 70, which I'll show you when we get into the 1 hour time frame here very shortly. Okay, we are going to come down here, and we have this massive area that I like a lot. Basically, the spot is 52 is a 1 hour all the way down to the daily at 48. We also have a massive options pivot here at 47. We have the weekly point of control, the previous weekly point of control there at 45.75. Like I said, a daily at 48, 4 hour at 50, 52 is a 1 hour. This is the hot spot if we push below. We do have one more level below this, which is kind of like a catch-all. This would be it for us to maintain our bullish structure to continue our upside move if they come down in here. Again, you guys know if we break 14, shit gets real quick. Okay. Now we do have a level below that we were looking to play yesterday at 7,400 that I like. We have a put wall, previous weekly value area low. We want to see this play and reclaim these yesterday's low and ultimately 14, and this could squeeze way higher. Other than that, we would come down in here to our lower levels, which we can discuss when the time comes, around 73.64. It is in my opinion right now that we will continue to traverse higher, given the fact that VIX is extremely suppressed. Right now the fear index is telling us we have nothing to be worried about. Okay, so this thing is way below, way down here. Until we get above basically the 1750s, we don't have jack shit to worry about. They're just going to continue to cruise up higher for now. Okay, we have static support down here. Cool, we'll watch for a reaction there. We could get a little something right here for now, but they've already kind of played it. We'll see what's up. But 1750s is basically going to be our big pivot on VIX. Underneath that, it's like whatever. So Obviously, SPX is making its march up above the 74.50 level. We will continue to push higher. This is going to be a major target for us, guys. Gap fill on SPX, 1 hour daily, the whole 9 yards. If you're long, I'm not saying to get flat here, but I would certainly think about it. Okay. What up, Francisco? Good to see you guys. I'll make the introductions here shortly. Let's see. All right. So now I'm going to bring over the 1 hour time frame. We got 3 minutes until the bell, just to show you guys what I'm talking about. All right. So we got 2 areas here, guys. We've got a 4 hour leg up that was just created at 9 o'clock in the morning. So it's before this writing. We have 74.85.25. That's our 4 hour for the move up this morning, right? So that would also puncture yesterday's high, which I'm sure tickles Rob to death because that is his perfect trade. He loves always shorting into the previous day high. This would clear this high, play this 4 hour. If we hold this, we will continue to traverse back into the overnight highs. Okay, let me let my pen warm up here and I'll show you guys what I'm thinking. We have one more level below that, guys, that I don't love, but it's here. Okay, we have a 1 hour level that was created last night in this push up about 6 o'clock this morning. It's at 74.50, right? So the first one is 85. We want to see this play get back above yesterday's high, and we should come and take that out, and then they could point of control around 27. Okay. If not, if we come lower, bring my pin over here. This is the last line I have, 74.50. We want to see 74.50 play, get back above 77 before we get long, and then ultimately look for continuation back above yesterday's high, and we could continue much higher. If we get below 70, guys, this is what's holding us up right now. This is the only support we have. If we get below that, we're going to wick this overnight low, and we'll more than likely come down to play the 52.48 spot. This is a great location. We would want to see price come down here, and then basically, I think it's there's another level basically, but 57 is in the trade plan. I can't remember. 57 is my big one. Get back above 57. We got to take profits around in here, but it could potentially push us all the way back up because this is the only daily I have that's still left untested. Okay, top down daily at 48. It was the same daily from yesterday that played from the bottom up. It's not a sexy daily, but it is there, and I do like the way it lays on our structure. So that's basically it, guys. We have really 2 spots that I like up here to get long for immediate context, right? And then below that, we have this area here. If this area doesn't hold, we come down here and we sweep this low again. We play this massive area congestion that we built yesterday, and then we basically get back above that swing low. I can't even see where that's at. 38. Play this area back above 38. But we really want to hold this area, and really we want to hold this area if we're going to continue to do this today. So that's basically the skinny on it, guys. I hope you guys appreciate that. And that kind of summarizes things for even people who got the trade plans. Now you get to see kind of my logic and my thinking on that. So with that being said, we got a little time to, hang on. Let's see what we got here. All right. Let's see what we're going to do here. I was going to do roll call this morning, but looks like we've got other plans. All right, guys. So I'm watching this 85 spot heavily. As you guys know, this is our spot here. See what happens. Look at SPX opening way above. Obviously, our first level support here is 74.49. We'll see if we get in there this morning. That is substantially higher than where we're at now. Well, almost by, 20 points, 30 points. Wow, 30 points. Jesus. Okay. Well, let's see what's up. Oh. Tuberville, good morning. Dr. Divergence, Francisco K. Mike Hagler, good to see you. Z, Rob, Shane, Sco, Tim, TML in the house. Tim, good to see you guys. Bryce and Michael, always a pleasure. And hello to everyone on the stream. It looks like we got about 50 people on the stream right now. That's always nice. So we'll see what's up. Looks like right now they're super aggressive. I kind of had some support here, but I wasn't loving it. Really love to get down there and touch this yesterday's high. Good morning, Rob. How are you this morning? It's always a pleasure.
Good.
Good.
It's going okay.
Good.
I think I figured out that flip thing, so
Oh.
that too shortly.
Cool. What was the deal? Is it our data, or is it the way that we're pulling the data, or do we need
It's
to
the way
get
we're
data?
pulling it because we have like OPEX on a holiday.
Okay.
Really just one of those obscure things.
Kind of skewed it a little bit. Okay. Well, I appreciate you taking a look into it this morning. I believe it or not, I actually rely on that quite heavily. Actually, I don't let it, disrupt my bias or my process, but I do take it into consideration. You know what I mean? So, guys, look at SPX. We are actually moving all the way up into this untested spot right now. Pretty unbelievable stuff, actually. Go ahead and put it on the 30 minutes so we can get a better picture. Moving up. A free Alpha Friday. We always have a great Friday, so looking forward to this. Looking forward to seeing if we can make some Lucci. What's up, Diamond Duck? Goofy Cat? Pleasure. Who we got over here? Good morning, PJ. Glad to see you. Glad to see I'm dressed. Yeah. Yep. The weekend reviews, I'm like hanging out in my robe doing my Hugh Hefner, you know what I mean? So, yeah, I finally got some clothes on today. What's up, Talking Head? How often do I do Free Alpha Friday? Well, I try to do it every Friday. So far I've been on a nice little roll. This is like the third or fourth one in a row. I try to stay pretty consistent so everybody can rely on certain things. However, life has a tendency to get in the way sometimes. Like yesterday, I didn't get a chance to do the stream. So actually, Tim, you'll appreciate this. You sent me a message asking about what happened yesterday. So I told you guys about this Nissan Sentra that my wife has that seems to be the bane of my existence and how I continue to dump money in this car. So she, I think I made the comment that we went and picked the car up from the paint shop and she parked it on the street and I took her out to eat and she lost the keys. Okay. So of course the car's on the street. So I'm like, hey, you need to get some keys for this, call somebody and let's get it done. So she calls a guy and he comes and he makes some keys for the car. And they're obviously, he tells us right away, he's like, the keys that you have are coded for the car. And so I'm going to have to, make these keys match or whatever. It's like, fine. So I didn't talk to him. She did. But so he makes a set of keys and they work perfect, whatever. They don't have a remote on it or anything. Didn't even think about it. Right. And so she parks the car in the driveway. So then, we go to try to get the car, cleaned up because I was going to sell it. We go out to start the car and I used, So then the next thing is that night, actually, after she had the key made in the laundry, she finds the key. Okay. So we spent $200 to get some keys made that was unnecessary because the key was in the laundry. Right. So I'm like, great, awesome. So anyway, so now we've got 3 keys. So the next day, me and my son go outside to clean the car to get it dressed up so that I can get rid of it. And the car doesn't start. Right. Try it, doesn't start. I'm like, unbelievable, right? Because as you guys know, he backed into it the same day as well with the other car. So we're trying to get it started, can't get it done, right? So anyways, I'm like, fuck me. Like, here's something else I have to pay for. So yesterday, my guy comes over and he checks and he goes, yeah, it seems to be the starter. It's just not clicking at all. It's probably seized up. He smacked it with a hammer, didn't work, whatever, right? So we go buy a starter, $250, $240, something like that. And he comes on, he puts the starter on, still nothing, doesn't work, nothing at all. And I'm like, come on. He's like, dude, I don't get it. He's like, do you have a spare key for this car? And I'm like, yeah, actually. I'm like, we just had some keys made for it. He goes, let me try it. Sticks the new keys in the car, immediately fires right up. And I'm like, oh, hell no. So basically what he did was when the guy made new keys for the car, he recoded the car to only work with the new set of keys. Me and my son were trying to start the car with the original key that we've been using for years because it has the remote on it. Yes. So I paid $250 for the starter, $200 for the keys, and paid my homie $250 to come over and do the work on the car. So I got $700 in this car for no reason, dude, none. And I spent all day yesterday with him running back and forth to AutoZone, getting him parts, doing this and that and the other. I was just like, oh my God, just to come to find out that I was using basically the guy, when he retooled the car, he basically deactivated the original key and put it on the 2 other keys. So that was my day. That's what was going on, Z. That's what was up, Tim. I, was trying to get this car in order and come to find out I was able to waste more money. So exciting times. Oh, Piper, what's up, bro? Good to see you. Yeah, dude, keys, bro. Yeah, it does suck. It sucks that it's $500 yesterday for no reason. I'm like, oh my God, shoot me. Shoot me. Yeah, snakes in the car. Dude, oh my God. People are the problem. It's insane. So, JR's pre-market pit this week. What does that mean? Tell me more, Mr. Lusk. What's JR got going on? PJs, good morning. JR's pre-market pit. Who is JR? You'll have to elaborate, Lusk. Yeah, not your keys, not your car. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly. You're right, Piper, for sure. And Z, you're not kidding. What a bunch of time wasted. And really, it was the time. I was just so pissed because he gets in, starts the car, it doesn't work, and I'm like, oh man. And then once he put the key in there, even he was upset. He's like, Ryan, I hate to take your money for this. I'm like, dude, it's either you or somebody else. Like, I appreciate him coming over. Did I look at Truth's Trump tweet? No. Is that what's happening here? Let me look at it. Just post it in the room, would you? Go ahead and let's take a look at it here. Let's see what you got. We're just mooning. I'm not doing anything. I'm not chasing this. Also, we're coming into this resistance here on SPX, so we need to be aware of that as well. Look at this thing. This thing's goofy. And they almost got our spot. I mean, I'll just show you. I'll probably be a little bit more conservative now. I'll probably remove this order, but just to show you guys, I was resting right here. I was ready to get filled. I'm just sitting here, and my target was right before the overnight high. So I was ready for this. But now coming into this daily here in this 4 hour, this gap fill, I have to be a little bit more cautious because obviously we'll see what happens. Now I'll let it kind of hit a trigger for us before I get too overly excited. Go ahead and remove this. Look at this thing go. Post the tweet, Kay. Let's see what you got. Let's see what we got. Let's see what Kay's working with. This guy, before it even happened, SPX is not even there yet. That's crazy. I guess he's ready. He's ready. Here we are. I mean, he's clearly calling it. That's crazy. Hey, Trump's on one, I'll tell you. You've been long since this morning? Good for you. I was literally waiting for this pullback. I was going to join you. I figured I'd buy any more in here. When I was started to write the plan this morning, Dow hit an all-time high. When I was writing the plan, we were right here, and I was like, I should probably grab this, and then I didn't, but that was clearly my fault. I thought we would get a little bit of back and forth this morning, but here we go. What an amazing, amazing day so far. Dow's at all-time highs, huh? Look at this bullshit. Rob, what do you got for me today? Tell me something good.
All-time highs?
There's the old tapiola up there.
Buy all the things.
All the things, bro.
All the things.
I wonder if this area is going to give us a reaction to come back down here and at least fill up your signature trade, Rob.
Well, I think it basically tagged it right at that moment.
What do you mean? It says yesterday's high was at 40 or 87.
Yeah, you're right. It just missed it. I was thinking about that overnight high, right?
Oh, well, yeah.
That it pulled back in.
I don't know if you noticed, but over the past, since we've had this massive run when they did that huge push up, no gaps are getting filled. I mean, it doesn't matter. It's just the craziest shit. Usually, we'll get a little pullback, fill a gap, and then go. Not even a gap, just a yesterday's high for that matter. Unbelievable. Yeah, it's 100% crazy, dude. Let's go ahead and throw these on there. T3 Live. You know, I was going to work for T3. I have talked to them probably half a dozen times. And every time I talk, they call me all the time and they're like, hey, you want to come work for us? I'm like, do I need to be licensed still? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, I'm not doing that shit. I'm not going to fucking get licensed to go trade somebody else's money and get a 50% split. I don't need that crap in my life. So T3's something else. Oh, here we go. I am short up here, guys, just off of this SPX reaction. It's not the wisest trade, but we'll see what happens. You don't. It's because you're trading in investors' money. That's why. It's not real. It's not stocks. Yeah, this is price action's a trip. Bob's riding his calls like a Mexican hooker on a donkey, hands, feet, screaming with a mouthful of money, wondering when the show is over. I love that, Bob. That's the fucking bomb. That's the best thing we'll hear today. Appreciate that. Thank you for sharing that, Bob. That made my morning. Tim says, can I slow that? Say it slower again. Yeah, why not? That's worth saying, right? Bob's riding his calls like a Mexican hooker on a donkey, hands, feet, screaming with a mouthful of money, wondering when the show is over. It's classic. So good. So good, Bob. So good. Bob, you got a fan in here. They're loving you. Yeah, T3 is kind of lame like that, Bryce. The only way that you can get around it is if you put up your own cash. Then they'll basically leverage your cash. So if you want to trade all their money, you got to get licensed. If you want to put up 25 or 50 grand, they'll basically, 4 or 5x you, and then you don't have to get licensed. But why would I do that? It doesn't even make any sense. I'd rather put 50 grand on my own account, and they give you intraday margin anyway. So what the hell do I need them for? It's kind of a silly setup they have, but it works great for stock guys because stock takes a lot more money to get anything accomplished. So was the Dow must have been at all-time highs this morning, Shane, no? When he tweeted that? It's probably been up there for some time. Hey, I got to tell you what, that History Says post played out perfectly, didn't it? We talked about that yesterday or not yesterday, but the day before in the post-market breakdown about how they basically said that we were expecting a 2% rally over the next 5 days at a 91% success rate. Unbelievable stuff. And here we are. I'd say that thing was spot on. Max is doing his job, Rob. Max is doing his job.
He's doing a good job.
There we go. Thank you for the gamma skew. Looks like we're well in positive gamma all the way down. Probably 70. What did you say? 7,300 is probably where our flip's at. Just rough estimate.
Yeah, it's pretty deep in.
Yeah. You hear that, Bryce? You hear that, guys? Rob finally got the gamma skew to work. The flip's all the way down to 7,300. Up and away. I got a meme for that. Hang on, a GIF for that. Hang on. It's one of my favorite GIFs for this retarded market. This one right here. There he is. This is the market right now. Convince me otherwise. Rubio says we're not there yet with Iran. Expecting a Trump tweet to counter that soon. Yeah, right? Oh, you bought 07? Handy capable. It's better than being handicapped. Yeah, I know, right? Me too. That was a great show. Let's go ahead and pull this up. Just so that we can do a little recap here, guys. Where are we at? Where's it at? Where's it at? Here it is. History says 2.3% at a 91.7% win rate. And this came out on 5/19, so 3 days ago. I'd say we're hitting that mark, ladies and gentlemen. Unbelievable stuff. Unbelievable stuff. How did the numbers know? Rob, this statistics work you have me doing, what kind of voodoo magic is this stuff?
Pretty much.
So happy it's Friday. My goodness. Not that that means we get to stop working or anything, but just glad it's Friday. Damon Wayans, yeah. He's nice. Have you met him personally? Nice guy. He's funny. My son loves the Wayans brothers. Which one of his movies? Because those were all hilarious. It wasn't White Chicks, was it? That would have been awesome if it was White Chicks. I don't know if that was early 90s. Okay. Yeah, Bob, the SpaceX IPO does feel a little bit overvalued, doesn't it? But you're right. I mean, they have a lot of reasons to be bullish. I mean, he is NASA. I mean, he is the space program. So, you know, that's the only thing. It's hard to bet against the guy, right? Because he's basically got control of the space. I was also reading that they're already talking about splitting his shares in the private sector side of it. You know how people have, you know, they're private investors or whatever, that they're already talking about doing a stock split before it goes IPO already. Can't believe that. Just show you guys here. I'm trying to take one at the open here. And then down here, it's all based off of this SPX SMAC 2, guys, that I talked about pre-market. We'll see if it works, but that's the idea. They forced the company into a NAS 15 days after. Oh, really? Wow. ETFs will have to buy. Wow. There's a guy over here, Bob, that says that they're forcing the company into the NASDAQ already 15 days after the IPO. That would be insane. It will moon and then it'll crash, right? I agree. Yeah. Just present an interesting buying opportunity. I might actually switch this up. I might move my 2 cars here and then take this one down. Sign the times for show. I will be right back. I gotta use the restroom. Excuse me. Hey, Rob.
Yeah.
I know your homie Trump is like happy about all these all-time highs, but he does realize this is because of inflation, right? This is not because we're just like in this incredible economy.
I like the fact that every time he puts a trade on or his advisor puts a trade on, he goes to the podium and talks up the stock. Also the
You say this again? What did you just say?
you didn't hear about this? Like they did a big
Yeah,
he had to do his review of all his stock trades.
Yeah,
It's insane.
3,700 trades in a quarter. That's like 20 trades a
Yeah,
day.
and so every time
Fucking
like
nuts.
his advisor or whoever was putting a trade on Nvidia, he was going to the podium and talking about how awesome it was.
That is awesome. Hey, listen, you can't. I mean, he's certainly working the position, right?
I don't know if awesome's the word.
Yeah, well, not awesome. Awesome is not the word, but it's I don't know, ingenious, whatever you want to call it. I don't know. He's just fucking. He said if Pelosi's can do it, I'm gonna do it. Basically. So funny. I loved Major Payne, Bryce. That was a great movie. Awesome, incredible, not good, right? It is crazy though. It's crazy. This is an unbelievable. This whole thing is unbelievable. Yeah, this is just quite an interesting administration across the board. And hearing how excited Rob gets about the whole thing makes me even more excited.
Yeah, it makes me happy.
So there's a stock that Zug is in, which is one of our big hitters in the room here. Zug is in, he's been in it for a long time. I'm going to show it on the stream. And I had a chance to get in it, and then I was a coward. But he's been holding this for a while. This thing is called Destiny Tech 100, whatever. Anyways, their largest holding is SpaceX. And he was buying it all down in here. I think he said his average is like $28. But they do all the companies that like pre-IPO stuff. So you know how like individual investors can't really get into some of the private equity stuff. This fund buys all the private equity stuff. Like they had Uber and SpaceX and all kinds of shit. So anyways, this is really interesting because they're right now reaping all the benefits from the SpaceX thing. Kind of cool. So good job, Zug. I don't know if you're here, but nice work. He saw this coming from a mile away, by the way. He's been in this for about a year. What's the ticker? Man, let me look. I've got it. Hang on, let me find it. We'll have to ask. Look, you know what? Why don't you look in that room? Look in the stock room, Piper. It's in there. He's talked about it 100 times. Yeah. Are they going to give me this fill here? It's hard to say. Trust me, I would have never got short up here if it wasn't for this spot that we just talked about pre-market. I was like, if you're long, it's a good place to take profits. For us, we never got long. We never touched yesterday's high. So for me, this was worth the risk to reward. We'll see. Also, guys, taking a look at NVIDIA, and I'm not saying anything about anything. I'm just saying that NVIDIA is looking a little droopy right now. We could sweep this area that we talked about the other day and see if it pops. But, this is 7% of the market too. So options vol is short with your SPX. I'll take it. I will take it. Yeah, there you go. Bob knows what it is, Piper. He said it's DXYZ. Yep, that's it. DXYZ. Yep. Kind of a cool stock. If you go to their website, they show everything they're invested in. It's a bunch of stuff. I mean, it's an interesting holdings they have, actually. So, I was going to buy Snow this morning. I fucking forgot. God damn it. Guys, also on another note, peep this. Lulu's making its way up, guys. Got that nice tap off the monthly yesterday. Give me a couple solid closes above this 128, and I'm going to load the boat on that bad boy. Just like we've been talking. I'm actually green on this finally, which is awesome. Of course, I just started buying it, right in here. But it's nice to see I wasn't red this morning. That was always a nice thing to wake up to. We close above this swing low here, just like our plan talked about. I'm going to be all up in that joint. Nice job, Z. Actually, it was funny. I was looking at snow. And we had this monthly right here, or this weekly right here. And when we popped up, we played that monthly and got smacked, right? And I'm looking at it yesterday, and I'm like, man, they're playing this weekly perfect. Like, you can see my alarms were down here. I really wanted a little bit deeper value. But here we go again, playing the weekly. So who knows? Yeah, I know, Piper. Oh, Anthropic Holdings, dude, that company. Did you see they just signed that $1.5 billion deal with SpaceX and their data centers? Every month they're going to pay Elon's company like $1.5 billion. It's insane, just to use his data center stuff. His Colossus, that Colossus wallet. PJ, I don't know what PMP is, but if you want to elaborate on that, I'm happy to hear about it. You said, listen to PMP this morning. DDD gives an explanation of SPCX. I'm sorry you lost me. You lost me with the first acronym. You got to spell it out for me like I'm a Doberman. That's what Rob says. He speaks to me like I'm a Doberman. Oh, looks like Z already knows where the Anthropic's at.
Yep.
Oh, well, hello. That was a crazy fill. Not even sure how that happened. I got that first fill already. That was very strange. I'll take it though. Oh, okay. Yeah, with slippage, no shit. Wow. Yeah, I think I saw that too, Tim, on Microsoft's investment in them. OpenAI was the hotness. They were all investing money in that. Now it's Anthropic. It's just a race to see who can throw more money at this shit. I feel like all the acronyms, right? Like OpenAI was just the hotness, right? You had Oracle dumping hundreds of $1 billion in their data centers. Yeah, I saw that. Apple went with ChatGPT. Yep. And I think they're smart. They're not spending all those billions of dollars trying to invent the next best AI. They're just going to let these guys race to the bottom and figure out who wins and then just piggyback off of their shit. It's a smart move. Yeah, I was just looking at snow this morning, Z. I was like, man, I need to buy some calls on this. And then again, I got sidetracked with the Free Alpha Friday. What was the other one that I was looking at this morning? Oh, yeah, it was this one here. Yeah. I am not getting, well, I got a weird data fill when they flushed out, Tim, but I'm good now, at least for now. But I have been getting very strange data this morning. Like on that pump this morning, my data like froze and it just kept skipping all the way up. So Yeah, it's been very. Are you on Rhythmic? Yeah, I'm on Rhythmic too. It's good until it's not, right? It's like, fuck. All right, let me figure out where's our trigger at for this. I mean, that's the obvious spot, right? But let's see if we can find some leaner. So I was resting here, guys, to get long, as you know. I'm a little cautious with this big area on SPX, getting his head beat in right now. So I'm not saying I'm not going to buy this, but I'm going to wait and see if we can get a good trigger before I get all excited. It's kind of my two spots here. Just going to kind of keep monitoring them. I'll actually get rid of that one. Let's see what we got. DDD is Dennis Dick, triple dick trader. Thank you so much, PJ. That's amazing. I'm gonna have to check this guy out just because triple dick, triple Dennis, whatever. I don't know what it is. It's too funny. Either way, it's awesome. Hey, Tim, your NVIDIA put should be printing. It's down 1.5%. I'd be happy about that. Look at this amazing test, though, guys, of SPX up here. I mean, if we didn't call the shit out of that, I don't know what. We're still, let's see, 78 and 50. What is that? 28 points, basically. Almost 30 points away from the support. Piper, did you take this short, bro, because of SPX, or am I the only one sitting in this? Took the open. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. You said you got $100 puts or something. Yeah, I salute that. I respect that. Yeah. What platform am I using? I use Sierra Charts. So this is all Sierra. Everything that I keep continuing to pull over, this is all Sierra Charts. The stuff on, obviously, as you probably can guess, this is all over here. This is all TradingView. Okay, guys, there's our 4-hour spot. Got my target. Turn this off. Wondering if this plays for a pop here. Just gonna kind of be patient right now. This is the spot I was interested in buying. I don't see a reason why it won't play, but we'll see what happens. It's a nice short, though. Nice final target. If we can get back above this trigger here around 93, this might get a little continuation to the upside. We'll see. The only thing that concerns me here is this SPX smack off of this daily spot, but we'll see. Looking at ES, it's basically the only level of support unless we come down to 74 down in here. So we'll see. If we start to reclaim here, I might try to get myself into a small long. We had this seller down here get stuff too. So far, they're not pushed above the open yet, but he tried. Definitely tried. CFA. I don't know who CFA is either. You have a lot of acronyms, PJ. Might have to get hip with the times. Well, so far our spot's playing perfect, guys. We'll see if we can get some continuation to the upside. Makes sense. This is our 4-hour leg up. This is kind of the big support we need to hold if we're going to continue this push up. I know we have that little 1 hour down there lower, but still, you guys get the idea. If this holds, we will make a new high on our local high. So we'll see. I am small long as well, like I said. See if we can just get some follow through. Trump already told us it would, right? He was apparently he was talking about the Dow, which I never look at. I guess I probably should. But I mean, this is going to be right behind it, I guess. So thanks. Oh. Oh my goodness. Rob, what do you got for me? Talk to me.
Oh man.
Tell me something
I
amazing.
mean, tell you something amazing.
I know you got something. You always got a good story for us.
A good story? Oh man. I did have something funny when you were talking about your son in your car the other day that I was going to bring up.
Yeah, what was it? I remember you said remind
So
me.
like, reminded me when I was in high school, and my generation kind of grew up with the Dukes of Hazzard and just thought they could jump their cars and do dumb things like that.
Okay. Okay.
And And so lived in the southwest hills of Portland. There were a bunch of like little steep hills that had like little, flat areas and then ramps. So if you took your car at like a high rate of speed, you could actually get some air going downhill, especially on one of these sort of more aggressive, probably too steep to pave any longer kind of places.
Okay.
And my friend just got a new car when I was 16 and he was 17 or whatever, but we were, he decided he wanted to take his car down this hill at a high rate of speed and see if he could get any air. And I was like,
Makes sense.
what could go wrong?
Yeah, right.
And so it's one of those hills where it does get steep and has like a pretty big change of plane from like being steep and then kind of going flat, where you could anyway, you got real fast. We got a bunch of air. The car comes down, compresses the shocks completely. The oil pan hits the hits the pavement, cracks, oil all over the place. He's like slides the car near a telephone pole. He doesn't hit it and do any damage that way, but basically the motor's gone because he's cracked the bottom of it.
Right.
And this is, obviously before the age of cell phones. And we knocked on the house right next door to where this whole thing happened. And this like elderly woman opens up the door and she just looked at us all dejected. She's like, I bet you want to use the phone because you hurt your car. Yeah. So she knew exactly what was up, which was funny.
She saw you guys wipe out, basically.
Yeah, exactly. And so the other part of it was kind of funny. He tried to call his parents to get him to pick us up, and they didn't pick up the phone.
His parents didn't.
I called my father. He's like, "Oh, you're at Kaliska's place. I'll come right over and get you." We used to do that when I was a kid. So like,
oh, he actually
exactly
knew
what was up.
He knew it was going on. Yeah, that's funny.
Super funny.
He even knew the spot.
He did. He knew exactly the spot.
Sounds like your dad was a wise man.
No. He used to have like this.
Depends who you ask. Let's see if this holds. I'd love for this to hold and send us right back up. I'd love to go see this naked point of control up here at 27. Make for an interesting, slow, grindy day. See what this looks like on the cash session, guys. I've seen sexier. The only thing that concerns me about this long is this big smack from SPX, but we'll see. You can do it. Yeah, it's interesting, kids and parents and fathers and sons. It's like I feel like my kids are slowly repaying me for torturing my parents.
I think that's how it's supposed to work.
It certainly seems to be working that way for my family. Well, are they going to hold this spot or are we coming down? What is the deal? Hey, do you think Trump selectively picks which market is at all-time highs when he tweets? He's like, oh, Dow's up, let me tweet it. Oh, S&P's up, let me tweet it.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I think the Dow's the one he pays attention to the most because he kind of lives in the 70s. Like he still thinks that, Russia has a huge GDP. Still thinks that oil is over 10% of GDP of the world.
Right. Well, they're really struggling to get lift off here. This SPX spot was pretty clear for us. Guess we could come down into 74 yet if they want to. Slower till this thing actually gets into some support here. We still got.
There's a lot of absorption going on right here. There's sellers hitting it pretty hard, and they haven't broken through.
If they get jammed up, then I'll be our cue to lay into it, huh? Zug, your SpaceX position looking pretty good, bro. Looking pretty good. I know. And you know what's crazy is I was telling these guys, like, you gave me a chance. That thing was like super down in the dirt. And I remember actually bought some and got out, lost some money because I was like, I'm not going to buy this thing. It's just going to keep going, And then you really rode that volatility. That was a very volatile ETF. But you rode it out. So big props on that. Guys, it doesn't look like this 4 hour is going to hold. It got a little love, but just couldn't prop it up. This big spot on SPX is really just giving us the business right now. Pretty clear what's happening here. There's that high loss played to the tick, huh? Looking gorgeous. I wouldn't mind coming lower, like we talked about that spot much lower down here. That'd be great. Not sure we will. But that'd be great. Yep. Yeah, I liked this area a lot more before we hit this, as you guys know. This is a big dumbass high loss up here.
Back in the
This whole area is like support, you know? This whole valley. Well, it looks like you made up for it one way or the other, Tim. I'm not convinced they're not going to hold this spot yet. We'll see. It's got real close to the 77 there. We know that's kind of our big spot. Underneath that, we got 74 for our last area of support, and it kind of all goes bad under 70. So if they can hold this valley overall, you know, we'll get a little mojo off of this. We'll see. Gotta love playing up here in the mud, you know? Fucking way up here. Playing in this area up here. And this is really the prime spot, but you know, are they going to go? Are they going to hold? Are we going to go? Or do we come down and test some real shit? They never make it easy, do they? Sometimes they do. Yesterday, that dip, that pullback was fucking love, but shit, we had to wait all day for it. Looks like, let's see if we can get VIX to pull back for us a little bit. That'd be nice. Looks like we might have something here. I don't know. That'd be nice. That'd be nice. BTFD. BTFD, Tim. They played that 77 down there perfect, didn't they? There's our IB. Our IB set, guys. Looks like they might hold this. We'll see. We will see. Gotta get back above VWAP and truly the open. Once we get back above the open, we can get a little momentum there. We got a big ass call wall at 97. It's kind of been playing the game all morning. Let's get that Trump tweet. Where's the one where he says all-time highs S&P? All right. So funny, that guy. Guys, I kind of got out of my long and kind of got back in. And yeah, exactly. It's funny unless you're exactly. Let's see if we can get back to the open. Love to see the open and start to progress higher. If not, I mean, I guess we're going to come lower. Right now, we're still in IB, as we talked about before. And let me pull this over. Actually got a little excess on the low here, so it's hard to say what's going to happen. But, you know, we're still looking up. My only concern is, obviously, SPX. We played that daily smack at the all-time high, or not the all-time high, but this is what was lost at the all-time high. This is a very large area. I mean, it's huge. So we'll see. Maybe that was it for us, but we know what it is on ES. We know the structure we need to hold. VIX is not really giving us any sign of life. So from a 4-hour perspective, we should continue to walk this up a little higher. So that's what I'm leaning on. probably take 2 here. Let's see what we got. I should probably do it like this. Two there. One here. Oh, I got 7. All right, guys. Sorry, I was just rearranging my orders here. We'll see if this even works out for me. I'm still long here. Looking to take 2 the open, 2 at the overnight high, 2 at the high for the IB high, and then 1 up to the 27 runner. Let's see if I even get filled. No guarantees. We'll see. To the downside, Zoot. Look at that miss. Crazy. Man, I took some water pills this morning. I gotta pee again. Crazy. Okay, zoom, let's go. Let's Rob on. Oh, he's on the phone. Okay. 77, guys. It's almost like it was in the trade plan in the title. Oh my goodness. Where's my Brittany bitch at? Oops, she did it again. 77. There we go. Don't make me start bopping around like Brittany in this joint. We get all these targets. I'll do a little dance for you guys. You don't want to see that. You don't want to see my TikTok dance, see? I know Tim wants to see it just so he can make fun of me eternally, but hello, blue eyes. Really? So what are they doing in the clubs then if they're not dancing? Standing around talking, eating Molly or something, or what are they doing? Guys, we're tapping this open, of course, and that big call wall we got at 97. We'll see if it gets some follow through here. Oh, fantastic. They don't need to spend money on clubs. They're spending it all on OnlyFans, apparently. Oh, look at VIX caving in for us here. Hold on. Send this higher. You can do it. Guys, we are losing relative volume. We were sitting at about plus 7 or 8% this morning. We are now down negative 16% on relative volume, meaning participants are exiting the game already today. What time is it? That's about right. We just had London close, so we're losing a good portion of our participants here. So we'll see what happens the rest of the day. Hopefully it's not an insanely muted day, but I'll take a slow grind higher if they want to give it to us. But we'll see. That 77 though, Piper. Okay. Let's go. We pop this open, we're going to get a bunch of people to play the opening range to join us here. Piper, that's your cue. I know you love the opening range. Oh, yeah, you're right. Yep. It's a good call, Tim. I forgot. Monday is a holiday, guys. There's no trading on Monday. Totally forgot. You are correct. So, come a half day today, like Tim was mentioning here, we will probably get a mass exodus of institutional players who are going to be out for the weekend and the week. Like he said, time to fly to the Hamptons, get a little limo and get some hookers. I think I'd like to. Well, it doesn't sound like a bad time. What am I supposed to say, Tim? I'm like thinking or thinking about it. There's nothing bad I can say about it. I don't know. You know, you got the money, spend it. Yeah, not bad, just the facts. It's true, right? You still long? Did you get back in? You told me yesterday your little tick chart was pointing us to the all-time highs, which made me laugh. And then we blasted off for 80 points in the afternoon session. So looks like you were the one laughing. Late to the party. It's, whatever. Let's go, Kay. Kay, don't you start with me with your long since 73. I don't even know when you bought that. You must have bought that at 6 o'clock this morning. Either that or yesterday night. I don't know what you're doing over here. Yes, sir. I don't even look at the charts that early, dude. I sit in front of the computer so long that all day that I'm like, I have that morning peace, like I wake up and I enjoy my coffee. I try not to look at this shit until I have to. It's like screen burned into my retinas. Right? Oh, RTHV WAP. Come on. That's not the VWAP I'm looking for. You're right. It's not. It's not. It's not. I took one at ETH VWAP. I wasn't expecting this one. It's making me want to take one. But I know, every time I do that, then it goes higher. And I'm like, son of a monkey's uncle. It is a good spot though with all these wicks here. I'm like, do I? I just look at this 4 hour. It just makes me believe we can come much higher. I believe. That doesn't mean shit though. What up, TR? Good to see you, buddy. My little stats thing says that it wants that we have a high probability of breaking the IB low, which is interesting. I don't know if that's true or not, but got me thinking twice. Yeah, Vic says, yeah, I see. So, damn, I should have took one at RTHB wet. Make me regret that, aren't they? All right, take one there. Fuck it. Put my stops up to break even. I didn't want to do this. We just can't get the follow through. I still got fucking 4 cars on, Tim. I was gonna take 2 here and 2 here, but now I just bumped up to break even because I don't know why it's not going to keep going. What's interesting, like I said, is our statistic thing just said it's supposed to break the IB low. It certainly has my antennas flared up. Yeah, dude. Apparently, I'm trolling you again. Oh my god, the scammers are out in full force. I'm so sorry about all that, guys. I cannot control it. I've been dealing with it for years. It's terrible. Between the 10 different profiles on Substack and the scammers that pretend to be me on Discord, it's so hard to trust anybody on here. It's terrible. try to get up to the 1 standard. That's my next target. Now I just reduced one down here like a chump. Watch that in the pullback. That'd be crazy, right? Dude, there's so many, G. It's insane. You know it. It's absolutely unbelievable. I mean, I guess I should be flattered, but my gracious, I hate what they're doing to the community. People don't even know if I'm actually the one DMing them anymore. It's terrible. People are like, "Is this you?" I'm like, "Yeah, no, it's not me." Like, it's like fucking unbelievable. Yeah, you would think Discord would not allow people to mimic other people's names. Like, it's unbelievable. Yeah, right? If they ask for money, it's not me. You know what I always tell people, Zook? If they speak to you professionally and nicely, it's probably not me. If there's no swear words in there and there's no slang, it's probably not me. Like, if somebody's being nice to you and asking you how your trading's going, it's not me. I already know how your trading's going. I'm in the room with you every day. So I'm not going to ask. You know what I mean? It's like, I'm watching. I don't need to ask. So if something's wrong, you're going to tell me. It's crazy. I'm not going to fucking ask you how your trading's going. It's your job to tell me. Everybody makes advancements on their own time. Some people faster than others. My stop's at 90.50. Become much lower than this. I'm going to tap out. It's unfortunate. I was really. Did I buy a body shop? Dude, I probably should invest in my body shop guy's business straight up. So in Chicago, there's all like when I lived in Chicago for like 22, 23 years. And I love Chicago in the sense of like you have all these amazing hustlers, right? There's all the immigrants. You've got the Chinese or the Polish immigrants who do like all the construction work and drywall and all that stuff. And then you got, the Mexican guys who do body work and whatever else, towing, etc. And so I always had a good deal in Chicago on that type of stuff. So I intentionally, super diverse city. So when I came to Indianapolis, I actually looked for Mexican body shops and I found one. And the guy I got now, he's great and he's a great price. But it's so funny because now when he sees me coming, he just laughs because it's never my car. Like, it's never me, So he loves seeing me come. Like, as soon as I call, he's like, "Hey, bro, what's up?" He knows it's $500 every time I call. So, talking head, how long do I do this? I'd stay on until noon. So we got another hour. Yeah, Indians do the gas stations. Yep. Chicago it's pretty wild actually because you can see it. Like, I hate to be stereotypical about it, but they do kind of do it there. Like, everybody fits the stereotypical role. It's kind of wild, but at least you know where to get the deal. Like, you know what you're looking for. This SPX isn't looking too crazy bullish right now, I gotta be honest. I don't know what it's doing. It could go either way, obviously. I hope it's up is the answer, but we'll see. Look how they basically just took this first level of structure here on a small time frame. It's not great. Happy Friday to you too, Victor. Pleasure, buddy. For all you guys on the stream, I'll go ahead and put the links in as well. I'm going to be doing the How to Trade a Trade Plan webinar on the 28th. So I will put the links in there. If you guys are following along on the trade plans or you're on the fence about the trade plans, I highly recommend you come attend. Be walking through every section and exactly how to get the most out of the daily trade plans that I put out. So I'll go ahead and copy that link in there. But this is, I got a lot of really good feedback the last time we did this. So I want to keep doing it. I'm going to at least do it once a month for people to come attend, because I want you guys to understand the best way to get the most out of this. And I think this is a great way to do it. So let me go ahead. Where's my picture right here? Let's see. I got 2 great webinars coming up, actually. How to Trade a Trade Plan. That is on the 28th, I believe. Let me go ahead and post these links in there. If you haven't signed up, definitely come. And I'm going to give away 2 prop firm examinations there as well. So make sure you sign up. And yes, use your real phone number, guys, because I'm only texting winners. It's funny. I've actually had 2 winners so far that didn't respond to their texts, and I didn't email them either. I told you guys, if you don't use real phone numbers, I'm not going to give you your shit. And so there's only one guy, Rusty Hobson, so far. He's won, and he actually used his real phone number. And guess what Rusty got? Rusty got his eval. So I'm not going to chase you guys. You either answer the text message or you don't. So let me go here. Let me put this in for you guys. This is when you go to this link, guys, it's going to come to a landing page like this. Just fill it in and get you squared away. Go ahead and post this in here. If you guys in the room haven't done it yet and you want to come, there's the link. And then here it is for all the Substack peeps. Oh, Mo Money? That was fun. That was a fun movie. Yeah, you had to look it up. It was driving you crazy, wasn't it? That's cool that you worked on Mo Money. That's cool that you're in Hollywood, bro. I think that's awesome. We have such a diverse crowd here. We got Tuberville, who basically does all of Amazon stuff. You're in Hollywood. We've got, Piper's balls deep in cybersecurity. There's a whole crew of people in here. We've got a couple guys who work for Goldman Sachs. We got Bryce. He's a dentist. If anybody needs a deal on a dentist in Chicago, he's willing to yank your teeth out. I'm sure he'll give you a deal on pulling your teeth out. Smacking them with a hammer. Thanks, Bryce. Thanks, buddy. Let me see what we got here. I'm still sitting in this, guys. I did take one off like a freaking coward. I should have just left it, but I didn't want to let all the money go. All the monies. Where are we at? I'm trying to front run this one standard deviation, and then obviously breaking this up here. So exactly, Bryce. God, I hope we can get up here. Bryce, did you come to How to Trade a Trade Plan? Did you like it? I mean, I don't know if you got it. I mean, you're in the room a lot, so you may or may not. I just didn't know. I mean, you tend to be at all the streams and all the stuff, which makes sense because you're extremely profitable. But oh, you were driving? Yeah. What is this low? 90. Let this 15-minute bar close. Come on, push it. Let's get up to this one standard, would you? Let's make some money here. What's up, FH Volume Trader? Always a pleasure. Seen you on Substack quite a bit. Nice to have you today. Just riding this long, brother. Riding this long. Here, I'll turn it back on. Let's see, my first target, my next target's here. I took one at the open. Take 2 off here, 2 off before the IB high, swing high area. And then I did have a runner up here, but I just chickened out and took it off. when I thought I was going to get stopped out. But that's what I get. I'm going to cost myself some money on that one. So it's unfortunate. Bryce, I need one of those hold longer pills. We got to come up with a name for that, since for the pill that you take that makes you holds longer. not Viagra or Cialis, the one that you use for trading. Longer holds. Oh, what chart is this, dude? Good Lord. ASTS. Oh yeah, you've been on that for a minute. You keep playing that over and over again. The thing's been paying you. That's the gift that keeps on giving. Yep. Longer than stronger. Yeah. Thank you, sir. We had a nice short from the beginning, actually. We took, when SPX hit this, we shorted the highs. We actually brought it all the way down into yesterday's high. They're around 40, 88, call it 80, 87, 88, whatever it was. And then flipped long, trying to get up here. Protected right now, but this, based on what I can see, as long as things continue the way I hope they do, we're holding our 77 right now. We played it perfect from the trade plan title, basically, almost perfect this morning. And, we're holding our structure here. So at 85, as long as we can continue this push up, I'll be a happy camper. We'll see. We shall see. I would have loved to have a little bit more momentum coming out of the hole on this one, but I'll take what I can get. We are losing relative volume by the second here, guys. We are now negative 18%. Yep. Bull Alice. I love that. Hold Agra and Bull Alice. That's what's up. That's too funny. Bitcoin is still looking a little soft, guys. Playing that 22,000 or 82,500 spot. Now we're, looking a little bearish still. I think this thing's going to get clobbered, but I thought it was going to do it a lot faster, and then we kind of had a nice little pop there. So we'll see. Looking a little heavy right now. Trump's not worried about the crypto bros. He never texts about Bitcoin. Come on, let's get that one standard. Rob, you still alive? Still with us?
I am.
Hey, Bryce, you're funny. May cause positions to last longer than 4 years. If your conviction lasts more than 4 hours, do not check the chart. Isn't that the truth?
Exactly.
Yeah. I love it how they're always like, if this erection lasts longer than 4 hours, consult a doctor. I'm like, how about you just call her friends? How about that one? Like, they never say that. They never say that. Yeah, or Tim. Oh, Tim. Sorry, Patrizia. It's so terrible etiquette. We got a woman in the room and we don't know how to act. It's terrible. Grown ass men. PJ, she needs a friend. You got to get in here. She needs another girl trader. Okay, good. Good to hear, Z. Yeah, right? There literally is no end to dick joke comedy. It could go on eternal. I would truly appreciate a push up into this target, into this one standard. That would be really, really helpful. We are literally, guys, look at this. This is how lame this day is so far. We are literally sitting at point of control right now. Unbelievable. Come on, FH. Get your credit card out. Push this thing up for us. If they don't push up in here pretty soon, I'm about to hike my skirt up. Making me nervous. 4 hour just went green. Push it. 3 more ticks. Push it. There you go. Oh, get up there. There we go. Get it. Boom, got it. All right. Yay. Yay for us. Yay for me. All right. Designed for chronic premature profit taking. Dude, this is good stuff. I love that. That's great. That's me, dude. I premature profit take on a constant. My girl is always complaining about it too. There's only something I could do about it. I don't have that. This is gonna take. I got 2 left, and I have a feeling this is gonna fuck me over if I take this here on my trade copier. Guys, we have some resistance here at 09 that we need to be aware of when we approach this area. They're letting these trapped out right now. Move this up. I wish I had another candle to move up below, up under, but I don't. Oh, look at that. Do I really have 2 orders? How many does it say I have? No, it says 1 order. Oh, well. You done? Hey, have a good day, Bryce. I'll see you later. I got an hour left, and I'm out of here myself. Hopefully we can continue to drift higher. I don't know if we're going to or not. You know, we've got an ugly red candle close on this 1 hour. That is something that we've been talking about for a while, where we have this, you know, the potential to close green, and they didn't. And so it could potentially bring us down, but we'll see. Oh, hit up the scoreboard, Cheese. I know you had on 27 cars, so it's going to be pretty, I'm sure. You guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and I'll see you guys on Sunday. Everybody over here is cashing out on me. Money was made today. Typical Friday. We always have a good free alpha Friday. Did you guys notice that? I'm not sure we've had one free alpha Friday where we didn't do anything because the market didn't do shit. You notice that too, Rob?
Yeah.
Fridays are pretty strong for us. Hey, Rob, interesting thought here. I wanted to show you this. The little thing I made that does the statistics to show us, potential probabilities of IB high or low. Says that there is a strong possibility that we're going to break the IB low today. I thought that was interesting.
That is interesting.
Yeah. Which is one reason why I continue to kind of drag my stops up a little bit. And we're not saying that statistics can't be broke, right? But I know my process loves this fucking 4 hour. That's for sure. 77, but that doesn't mean that they can't roll off of this 09 area and come back down. So what a great spot, guys. 77. Previous weekly value area high. Our call wall all played perfectly today in terms of cementing our thesis. Good stuff. Nice job, guys. What a scoreboard, guys. Check this out. Here we go. Look at Bryce. He made $4,300. Today marks the 1 year and a few weeks since he took the course. Wow, Bryce, I didn't know it's been that long. Proof that focus, discipline, and showing up every day eventually starts to compound. Humbled and focused to keep on. Bro, you're awesome, Bryce. Thank you for saying this. It's great. Look at Shees, $14,000, all green today, all of his accounts. Well, thanks for hanging out with us, Shees. You're fucking crushing it, bro. You've had some great runs. Guys, I can't wait to see what everybody else does today. Congratulations. You guys are putting me to shame. We do have a lot of great success from course holders. I'll say that. It's just testament to the product, which I'm happy about. Got a nice little crew on the stream today too, so I appreciate everybody joining. I did not realize Bryce has been he's a year into the course already. That's crazy. So I have to be honest here, this candle doesn't excite me, which we'll see what happens, but halfway want to take some profits up here, but I'm trying to get up here, so we're going to see what happens. It looks like I have two contracts left and 2 stops, so one is a target and one's kind of a runner. So we'll see what happens, but I'm not convinced that this isn't going to roll back yet. We'll see. I'm going to hold it. I'm going to hold it until proven otherwise. Rob, tell us about a genius breakthrough you've had you told me this morning that you saved 90% on some tasks. Tell me more about this, whether they care or not. I want to hear about it. Tell me about it.
Oh yeah, it's because I'm doing all this work that kind of like, it's kind of like this lattice of all these things, all these different files that interact and work with each other, that oftentimes if you just throw like an AI agent after something, they'll break something downstream, right? And so I built this kind of like belt and suspenders approach to, where files are placed and what the inputs outputs look like. And so it required a lot of like coordination and back and forth, and I was like manually doing some things, and I was able to like completely remove all the manual intervention as well as streamline the process a little bit. So even though it's still doing, some crazy checks and a lot of governance, it's mostly mechanical now, and part of like the guidance and skill file that the agent has, and it just rifles through it. It's just so much more efficient.
Well, dude, when you said it
Get
took you
things
20,
done with like one window
right?
instead of having literally like 8 windows.
When you said you turned 5-hour process into 20 minutes, I was like, man, that's love.
Yeah, it was huge. Like yesterday, I was right on cloud 9 when I figured it out and how to do it.
Your inner nerd came out and was like, yes,
Yes,
let's do
excellent.
it. Yes. Smithers.
Exactly. That's exactly pretty much what it was like.
I would love to get up here, guys. I don't know if it's going to happen, but as you know, this is where I'm trying to get to. This would be a perfect target, in my opinion. Get us up there. Break that IB high and go. I don't care what that stat says. Let's do it. Doesn't mean I'll get it, but I can say whatever I want. VIX is definitely still pointed to the downside. Oh. Let's see what this RTH chart looks like. Let's see how ugly she is. What kind of stepchild we got going on over here. I really want to take one here at this 1 hour. I really do. But I really want to hold, because if this thing just grinds higher the rest of the day, I'm going to be so salty that I already took one off early because I was being a goofball. Thank you, Zug. It's a grinder for sure. I think I'm going to start trailing up a little bit because I don't have any support if this whole thing goes bad. I'm using the 5-minute chart, hiding underneath stuff. Not that that's a great idea or anything, but What do you think, Rob? Do I take money at 09 or not? What do you think? Thoughts? Concerns? I feel like every time I do this, it continues to go higher, but knowing my luck.
This is the problem. He takes something off.
I still got 2 left. I just wanted to hold one for 27. Like, I mean, this is 19 points. It's kind of hard to. It's kind of hard to look 20 points in the face and deny its amazingness. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm staring at it right now, man.
Oh, what do I do? What do I do? All right. I think I'm going to take one here, and I'll still have one left.
Take one.
All right. All right, I did it.
I was surprised we didn't come just a little lower there.
Don't say such things.
I know. I was looking at 74 this morning, or even 74.70.
You're kind of right, Bob. You know, if no one goes broke taking profits, as long as you take good profits, right? Like,
yeah, I disagree. I've taken lots of little profits and then
and then go broke. Yeah, this 19 points is pretty solid, so that's why I don't want to look it in the mouth. But yeah. So if that's the case, then I'm going to leave this one go. I don't know where my bracket order is at for this target. I guess I removed it by accident. Unfortunate. I'm trying to catch up with Bryce. Today I'm up 3,800. I'm still trying to make up for that. They put me in the trunk on Wednesday on that short. Put my ass deep in the trunk. Trunk, not Trump. Trunk. Yeah. So much winning. Oh my goodness. Hey, Rob, I know the answer to this question, but I'm going to let you answer it, okay? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. Bob on the stream wants to know, do you have your algo running in real time the entire day, showing win probability for each entry as the day progresses?
Win probability as I have an algo that does that. This one I don't have. Well, I've got a couple. Some do, some don't, I guess. How's that?
That did not help anyone. That answer was.
I know. I know. You did your massive question.
Yeah, that was probably the worst answer you could give us.
Yeah. Like, yeah, but sometimes, always, never. Like the one algo, no, I don't. That I have the DLL for, but a couple of the other ones I've been working on that to actually have a probability agent that like helps determine, almost like as a final, determination if it should take it or not. So
Speaking of, I want to check out this regime thing that you sent. Let's see what it looks like today. So Rob, actually, we were talking about this yesterday in the stream for people in the room. Rob is always doing some math nerd shit. And he came up with this, he's using Markov chains and matrix theories, which is basically something he's using, Bob. Yeah, he's either on the donkey or he's not, exactly. He's using this mathematical way to kind of determine whether we're bullish or bearish so that the algos have a regime to understand, like, hey, if we're in this bullish regime, we should be looking for longs, et cetera, which he said was something that I guess funds are doing quite frequently, right? They kind of use this, filter or whatever. And kind of interesting because right now it says that we're 28 days over the normal on the bullish side, which I thought was interesting. So, when does it stop? I guess we don't really know, right, Rob? It's just, we just know that it's getting close. Wouldn't you say? Or
Right. What's interesting is it's like more extended than a typical bull run, but as we can see once you're in like a regime, they tend to be sticky, so it's hard to
get out of them.
They
Yeah.
tend to have some persistence.
I see the typical bullish move here is 12 days, and this has been at 28. So we're like,
Yeah, it's way extended.
it's cooked. Yeah. I think once I break this and you fix it a few times, I'll let people kind of play with this on the invite only side if you're okay with it.
Yeah.
But speaking of, Bob, if you want, I don't know if you're in this already or not. I'll have to look at the list. But we just kicked on the Algo one last week because of we had some discrepancies with the executing broker of how it needed to be done. So, anyways, we just flipped the switch on, and we haven't even started people's contracts yet. We were waiting for the first trade to get taken. I don't know if it's long. Did it do anything today, Rob, or not? I don't know. Anyways, doesn't matter. Long story short. Okay. Long story short, me and Rob are going to hold the first Immersion Edge webinar on the 29th. We're going to talk about the current product we have and the new products that are coming up as soon as we take care of all the licenses on this one. We actually only have about 15 licenses left out of 50. People have gobbled them up already just because the numbers are ridiculous. So I will go ahead and post a link in here. If you guys are interested, show up. Might learn something. Doesn't, no commitment, no nothing. Just come and see what we're working on. We've got a lot of stuff coming out the rest of this year. And this is just kind of a little sneak peek of the system that Rob's using. And you kind of this is actually, I'm going to make Rob do a lot of the talking. He doesn't know it yet, but he's going to get to do a lot of the talking, and he's going to, I do all the talking. So it's Rob's turn, right? So
we know how well I do at the time.
Well, listen, you've come a long way, dude. When I met you, you wouldn't even turn your camera on. So you're doing pretty good.
No, that's true. Still, I'm down there.
Yeah, you're making progress here. So I definitely recommend anybody who's interested in anything Vici to show up, because this is, in my opinion, this is kind of like, this is the direction we're headed eventually all together, right? So, everybody wants algos. Everybody wants to trade, but I'll be honest, making money from the back of a jet ski sounds a lot more fun to me. So that's what's up. Let's see. Let me get this going here. I'll post this for you guys. Here's the Immersion Edge links. Go ahead and take a look at it. We're going to keep it short. It's just going to be me and Rob. So, maybe 30, 40 minutes, and then we're going to take a bunch of questions. And it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. What I'm really looking forward to is the more people that show up, the more I can get Rob to work harder. And actually, you guys don't understand. Rob has, no bullshit, he probably has 5 already pre-made algos that he just hasn't got around to yet, that he needs to refine and make better, that are going to be released later this year. And they're completely different. Like the one that we're releasing now is very conservative. It only trades a few times a week, but it has an amazing risk reward ratio. Like it has like a 55% or 57% win rate, but it takes 2-to-1 and 3-to-1 targets, right? And it does roughly 40, 50% a year, which is great, but it takes very conservative trades. Whereas like some other ones he's working on, like a Scout Bot, ridiculous. Things got, like a 3.0 Sharpe ratio, but it takes 5 trades a day, so just all kinds of different products. And we're going to talk about that stuff. So anything you want to elaborate on that, Rob?
No, we're just trying to build strategies that, don't have a lot of risk, have reasonable Sharpe ratios, stay within normal bounds. And we use, everything from order flow and, like these Markov chains looking for high probability trades. They aren't things like, this crosses this, get long. Like we've got some more elements in there, but we try to make them all, sound statistically. Like we come at it from that angle first. Like that's the most important thing. And the reason there's limited numbers of seats that we allow to sell this is just because each strategy has its own sort of capacity, and you can't just keep throwing contracts at it, so you get bad slippage and things like that. So that's why they're limited, because we want the people who are in them to remain successful.
Well, that, and another thing I want to throw out, Rob, which is important, because Stinky hit it right on the head, and he said, "Listen, if these things are so great, why are you selling them?" Well, at the end of the day, the idea is that there's a certain capacity constraint, right? And you and I don't have enough capital to meet the capacity constraint. So we're basically allowing people to grab the excess capacity that we can't fill because we don't have $50 million, right? So, maybe at some point that will be reduced considerably, but as of right now, it's kind of, we're at a point where everybody kind of gets to benefit from that. So it's kind of cool. It's exciting. Exciting stuff. I'm excited about it because, my thing is I love having something traded while you and I are doing our own thing. Like for me, that's the dream, right? So it's like, I could be taking trades or bad trades even. As long as this thing's trading well, then life's good. So I don't know where I want to move my stop to. Maybe I'll just leave it there. All right, guys. So interesting. Right here at the IB high, we have the 2 standard, which generally gets us a reaction. So we'll see if we just continue to push through or whatever. I'm still long, as we know. Got one trying to get all the way up there. Let me just go ahead and set my needle here. Take 56 if we can get up here. I'll do 55, 75. It'll give it to us. And Bob, just to let you know, the 24/7, 24/5 thing, right now, all of our products only trade during cash session. We do that for a reason. Maybe at some point in time we'll have stuff traded in the overnight, but for us right now, a lot of it has to do with volume and market participation, and that's in margin. Margin's a big one too, because you have to, if you're holding overnight and that type of thing, you have to meet the overnight requirements. But if you trade during cash session, you get cash session love. Yep. Oh, I'm sure the daily volume will change. Yeah, I'm sure things. Listen, that's Rob's problem, right? That's not mine. That's Rob's problem. Yeah, we'll leave that up to Rob. Fuck Rob. Rob gets to deal with that. Finally, something Rob gets to deal with. I'm not saying he's not dealing with enough, but anytime I can point and laugh, I feel better. So.
Yeah. Easy.
Yeah, right? Look at the code monkey work. Let's get up in this IB high. Normally, guys, I would take a target here. As you guys know, I had a level actually right there. I probably would have gotten filled. But I took it early. And so now I'm down to 1, unfortunately. And up pretty good. I'd like to hopefully at least pop this IB high, then I'll trail up again. We'll see what happens. Right now, 0975 is untested from the top down, and we gained on the 1 hour there. So there is a high probability that this will play and send us back up to clean up this IB high. So we'll see if that happens. If not, not. But just playing the game. To show you guys, we are still very much in IB. We're working our way up. So we'll see. We actually made some support on the 1 hour time frame just now. They do come back down here and I'm I'm gone. We do have some support, guys, around 74.91.25. It's an opportunity there. If anybody it's going to be around this afternoon to rebuy. A lot of the team has already left for the day, so it's hard to say. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. We did not gain on the 1 hour of 975. I was looking at the 30-minute, which closed above. It could still play, but I redacted that comment. We still got 26 minutes until the 1 hour closes. I hope it plays, because otherwise I'm going to get back 12 or 13 points. We're retesting the same area in the SPX again. Carl, how are we doing this morning? Did you catch any of this long? Yeah, you should. You should, Tim. For sure. So that is not true on the 91. They're working on making support lower, actually. 99. We need to close up above 0975, and we still have 25 minutes left. So not excited about that 99.50 until we close on the 1 hour, and it's got to be above the 0975. So we'll just wait and see what happens. I hope it holds, because I really don't want to get back all these points right now. 12 points. I swear to God, Rob, I get back more points, I think, than some people ever make. It's a disgusting feeling.
Yeah, it does feel bad, but it's also the only way to have those real big runners, you know?
Yeah.
I was running a back test the other day, and I basically changed some of the stop loss stuff just to see what it would do. And man, like opening things up on some of those good trades, we get these like outsized wins, and they really do pay off in the long run.
And they're playing 0975. You don't say.
Hold that one in there.
Oh my goodness. Who would have thunk it? Mind shifting into holiday mode? I know all about it. I know all about it. Tim will enjoy this. I have my first doctor appointment that I've had in 2 years. I'm 43 years old now. And so I guess it's about time that I go see a doctor and have them stick their finger up my ass. Yeah, exactly. It's that time in my life. I've been dreading this for about 13 years. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll go back for a repeat visit. I'm just kidding. Mr. Jellyfinger, exactly. Exactly. I keep looking at the clock. It's at 1 o'clock, and I'm like, oh my God. Or 2 o'clock. Yeah, I know, dude. They do a PSA, but they keep trying to tell me the blood PSA tests are good until you're basically like when you're in your mid 40s, you should at least. And I think maybe the doctor's just trying to cop a feel. I don't know, but who knows? I'm not the expert here. If they were asking me about trading, I'd have an opinion. When it comes to the doctor stuff, not much I can do. So. I will say this, if we pop up, I don't know if I'm going to move my stop or not, but maybe if we continue to pop up and make a new high on the IB high, I will more than likely move my stop below this current candle's wick, only if we make this new IB high, because now we've tested the 0975, so it'll be wiped for me on support side. Your older doctor retires saying once his fire has Yeah. I mean, I can't think of anybody who would enjoy that. It's such an invasion of privacy, Sounds like he was smooth. Rob, we're so close to the IB high. Are they going to get it, or is this stat going to prove right? Please tell me our stat's wrong. That would be great.
Sound good.
Please tell me the stats wrong. Because, dude, to make an IV low is far from here. I mean, we're talking, 78. It's this damn SPX spot. This is that big spot we shorted this morning. We're right back here again. Is this a retest? Or are they going to finally punch through this spot? Just a monster. Let's see. Let me look and see. Do we even have any support on this thing? Yeah. So, same situation. We haven't closed on the 1 hour. They got some support that's trying to be created here. Same spot. This is 81 or 82, and then for us, we're looking at 99.50. But again, the 1 hour hasn't closed yet, so it doesn't mean shit for another 20 minutes. My son got out of school yesterday. Yesterday was his last day of school. Just in time for me to take all his shit because he hasn't got his driver's license yet.
Yeah, you can torment you.
I know. I grounded him. I took away everything. He's like, for real? I'm like, dude, you've been working on getting your driver's license for like 4 months, 5 months. Like, he doesn't want to drive. He's very content with me being his chauffeur, and I'm very content with grounding his ass. So he's got like 4 hours left, and then he can go take his exam. Apparently, if you don't take driver's ed in high school, you have to get 50 hours documented hours. And he's like, why don't you just sign off for me? I'm like, first off, that's lying, and I'm not going to lie for you. Second off, you've had 2 accidents in the driveway. You really think that you can afford for me to sign off on your fucking hours? Like, you need to drive. Dude, look how close we are to this 16. I can't believe it. Are we going to come down? Say it isn't so. Look how close. Unbelievable. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. VIX is starting to get a little perky. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm trying to catch up with Bryce. I'm at 38.50. Where was Bryce at? I needed to go. Where was Bryce at? I'm trying to catch his ass. Where's he at? Free time. There he is. He was at 43.50. I need to get all the way up here. Z, you in this long still? Did you tap out already, or what are we doing? Talk to me, girl. What's going on? You're on the board 3 days in a row, 4 days in a row. What's happening today? You riding this joint? What are you doing this weekend, Rob? Any kid stuff? You've been bogged down with graduation stuff. Is that over?
I was bogged down with graduation stuff last weekend. I think I'm just full on coding.
Okay.
I like it when people are saying, "Yeah, I'm tired of talking the back of your head."
You're supposed to be saying that to Chrissy.
Yeah, exactly. I just fucking traced. I just need to get this across the line. You know what I mean? Like, it's just like a couple weeks off, and it's just like feel like I'm in a sprint. Like trying to get a video game delivered before Christmas.
As long as it's not GTA 6, we don't have to worry about it.
Yeah, exactly.
That game ain't ever coming out.
That's never coming out. You're kidding. But yeah, nothing too. You know what? I have thought about going to see that new Mandalorian movie. Not that it's going to be all that great, but I heard it was a really good movie to see with your son. So.
Oh, there's a new Mandalorian movie? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that just came out this week.
All right, Victor, be good, brother. I'm glad you were able to make it this morning. Just riding this long, dude. Keep you posted, whether it works out for us or not. I'd like to believe we're going to pop this IV high at 16, but I guess you never know. That's why we just exercise patience. Fingers crossed indeed. And you know what? If not, it's okay. It was still a strong day, and Monday's another day. So make some magic happen, my friend. Oh, this is the movie trailer, right?
Yeah.
When's it come out? Is it out right now?
It's out right now.
Oh, I may take Jake to go see this then. Thank you.
I mean, I'm not. It's been a while, honestly, since I've seen a Star Wars movie, especially one in the theater. But anyway, they're rolling out the Baby Yoda to bring the people back in seats.
Oh, is he going to be in the movie?
Yep.
Little Grogu. You know what's funny is Aggie buys some weed from a dispensary in Chicago, and it's called Baby Yoda. And dude, it's it's pretty decent actually. It's one of her favorites. Yeah, little Baby Yoda. Yeah. May the Schwartz be with you, bro.
Yeah, the new Spaceballs movie. I'm definitely gonna go see that.
Yes, the new Spaceballs movie should be great. I love Spaceballs. God, I've probably seen that movie 50 times at least. May the Schwartz be with you. You know what would be nice with Sierra, Rob, and maybe you can do this, I don't know how. Is there a way that I could turn my order right now or make a new one that turns into a trailing stop so that I could walk away and just let it go?
Yeah.
Or do you
have? There is under that. You mean like as it's set right now, though?
Yeah, like what if I just got rid of all my orders? Can I set a trailing stop right now?
Well, let me look if you can do it while something's live.
I know that you could do it before it's live, but I was curious if I could do it
because I didn't know, like, if you put a cell stop for one thing, how well it would track it up. I honestly don't know.
Guys, we are so close to that IBI. I cannot.
I know.
Unbelievable. Shouldn't surprise me, I guess. And we never closed the 1 hour up there. We still got 10 minutes to close this 1 hour. We need to close this 1 hour above here in order to even make this 99 viable, in my opinion. Right now, it's developing. It's iffy. And that's why I always take one right before and then usually after, because you just never know if it's going to go. I only had one left. Ugh. And I could have just seen me taking it right here, and then it just kept going. Yeah. Let's see if they hold up your one standard here, Rob, for the pop. If not, they're probably going to take me out.
Yeah, let's take you out. Then they go.
Like, dude, almost like clockwork. You guys ever want to know where to buy? Just look for my stop. It's a great spot. So, bro, I met with this company yesterday to do a prop firm. Unbelievable, this contract. Everything sounded amazing. And then they sent me the contract. I looked over the contract. It was horrible. Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
It was
We were
absolutely.
enlisting in the Navy by the time it was over.
Yeah, seriously. It was unbelievably bad.
Or at least Jake was.
Oh, my God. It was so bad, dude. I'm like, these people are scoundrels. Scoundrels, I tell you. You know what's weird? I just noticed something. I have a call wall at 75.27. Oh, it's the exact same price as my naked POC. Okay, perfect.
Yes.
That's crazy. I'm like, where? It's like showing on one chart but not another. It's literally
Oh, yeah.
It's literally the same. Okay. Well, then that is a great target. Let's heat seek up there. Let's get that missile up there. What else? Let's look and see what else we do. That's the issue, is we got NVIDIA basically dogging us out right now. NVIDIA's down today. 1%. Let's look and see what Mag 7's doing. The Mag's mixed. Looks like other sectors are propping this market up right now because the rest of it looks like duty. Tech looks like duty. So what's the deal with the stop, Rob?
Oh, I didn't check. Sorry.
Thanks. I'm glad I asked you.
Didn't even check it out. My head's on like 4 other things.
I'm so happy I can ask.
Exactly.
I can ask
Rob.
Rob. Yeah, ask Rob anything. He's bound not to
Ask
answer.
you anything about it here.
Yeah, he'll not answer. Don't worry.
Yeah, I literally got like 4 things going on at the same time.
God damn it, Rob. That's your ADD again. God damn it.
You know. The issue is if you put it on like chase, you have to like set it on a chase speed, and I don't have enough experience with it if it would how well it would chase it up.
I just wanted like a regular trailing stop, you know what I mean? That just kind of tick for tick.
Yeah. Well, then it would just keep migrating up until it stalled for a moment, and it would take you out.
Wouldn't that be some shit if they didn't get that IB high and they rotated all the way back? That would be crazy, right? Get all the way up here, 2 points away from it. Wouldn't surprise me. I've seen crazier shit happen, but yeah, that would be a bummer. $7.09. Post the chart, Zoo. I want to see it. I want to see the structure to the left. I want to see what it looks like that it's hidden from. Is it a high lost? What is it? We got sellers getting stuffed right here, by the way. They're trying to sell it and they're getting absorbed. I'll show you guys what I'm looking at right here. Large seller right here. You can't push it. If you can't push it, this buyer's going to take over. We'll see. Let's see if they get over 12. If they get over 12, I'm going to watch see if this buyer steps in harder. Let's just keep an eye on it here. Thank you, Zoo. Oh, yeah. Oh, wow. You're all the way up there right now? Okay. Is that tested, bro? Because that same daily is tested on ES. Is yours tested or no? I was looking at the same exact daily on ES. But they've tested it 3 or 4 times on the 4 hour on the way down. Yeah, okay. That's good to know. Thank you. Definitely makes a difference. I'm not so certain they're going to give me this IB high. I'm trying to be patient here. Look at these sellers stepping in, Rob, at the overnight, at this overnight right here. That if these guys can't push this down, they're going to get their poopers pushed in.
Yeah, if they can't push that down,
They're done.
they're going to be upset.
Yep. They're going to be like me at the doctor today at 2 o'clock. Very upset. Tim, is it weird that I'll be thinking about you the whole time? I guess that's a little weird. Ooh, look at Sam. Look at Sam with 3 hundo across 10 accounts. Another gangster. Another gangster. Nice $3,000 day, Sam. Oh, Tubbville came on the stream. Okay. I'd like to believe this 5 minute looks like we could pop, but God, who knows? Here's 12 o'clock. This is our 1 hour candle change. They did close above the 09, which sets up the buy at 99. Watch them go down there first. I'll be saltier than hell. Yep. Damn, they're gonna take me out. Sons of bitches. Rob, I can't tell you how many times we have seen them get within a point or two of an IB high or low and then them reverse.
Well, especially like I've noticed, like as we've been at this all-time high kind of levels, it hasn't been doing like the normal auctioning things that we expect.
Yeah, this has been actually fairly difficult trading in my opinion up here.
Yeah.
So that was really kind of the push into the one standard there, which is Rob's favorite trend buy. Let's see if that can do it. I really don't want it to come any lower than that, to be honest with you. If this thing starts to go higher, it's a great place for me to move my stop up to. Rob, your one standard worked. Dude, that's great. I've already got all the stuff ready to do another VWAP lesson for the people that have the course. I've got all the pictures. I took all the pictures. I have it all ready. Now all I have to do is film it. I think Francisco is going to take over all the marketing stuff, by the way. I've been talking to him online about it. If I can, you're doing your job. If I get him to do the marketing, Aggie's handling all the website stuff. That means I can actually focus on creating content and trading, providing alpha instead of doing everything else I'm doing. Z, your snow is looking pretty good today. Great buy. I did. I just said your snow is looking good. Nice buy.
I posted a chart for folks in the room, like just you can see what you were talking about.
Yeah, it's a great image actually. These one standards are really great levels. Oh, it's all good, see? All good. It's going to be plenty more, trust me. All kinds of them. It's on a weekly, we just, it's there. It follows the process. It is what it is, That's the beautiful part about this process. So, it doesn't work for just ES. It's a chart trading process. So, it works on everything. As you see, I use it on VIX, SPX, ES, stocks. It's all the same. It's the same everywhere. It's great. It makes life so much easier because once you understand it, and it makes your life easy looking at my charts too, right? Because it's just from working with me on a daily basis, when you're looking at the stock, you already know, this is a monthly level. This is a weekly level. It's tested. This is a weekly level. It's untested. This is a daily level. It's a monthly level. It's tested. It just doesn't matter what the asset is. It's the same shit. So, love it. And what's cool is actually Zook started to do, because I love, I respect Zook's, he's really good now. And so he, when he charts stock, I love it because he uses my color code. And so it's really easy for me to look at his charts, and because we chart the same way now. It's awesome. So it's easy for me to look at his stuff and be like, oh, cool, there's a weekly here, which I appreciate, Zook, by the way. Thank you, sir. Make my life so much easier in that department. Yeah, brother. Yeah, brother. Well, I'm not so certain this thing's going to go. I hope it does. I'm going to take the stop underneath the local if they come any farther than this. That'll stick a fork in me for the day. I will lock in 91 to 06. What is that? 15 points? 15 and a quarter. It's fine. It's not bad. It's not what I wanted, but hey, it's a runner, so. That's 77 though. What a great spot. Really worked out well today. It's absolutely phenomenal. I love that we had a call wall. This gives us a lot of stuff to really lean on today. I was very happy with this. But of course, it's very defined. Under that, we were coming here. So it gave us a lot of conviction. Looks like they're going to fucking come grab me. Unbelievable. Here's what the 5 minute looks like. Let's go. Kind of looks like a bull flag right here, a little bit. If you believe in that kind of thing. Well, looks like they want me, y'all. I'm not allowed to have this runner to the IB high-ish.
Exactly. It's like a same thing.
Unbelievable. That's why I said it looked like a bull flag if you believe in that thing. I lost a lot of money before I had a process trading bull flags. I know. How do they know, Tim? And you know what's more than likely the obvious? They're going to stop me out and then it's going to go because I don't have my stop all the way down here. I just don't want to get back anymore. I should probably at least have it around 04, but it is what it is. Have a beautiful weekend, Z. You'll be good. I'll see you on Sunday. As soon as I get stopped out, I'm out of here too. I can't imagine they're going to save me here, but they might. And if they do, I'll probably just leave it. Get up out of here. I wish Rob would tell me how to change this to a trailing stop, but he's too busy being.
I know. Dear.
He's too busy being Rob. So.
Easy.
Down goes Frazier. All right, that's it. Well, guys, I appreciate everyone joining me today. 99 is the next support there, 99.50. Anybody who's interested in trying to get on board with that. That is it for me today. 3,600 for me. And calling it with that one. Bryce fucking got me. So, yeah, that's what it is. But you guys make sure you sign up for those webinars. It's going to be a good time. All people on the stream. I put the links in there for you guys. And I will see you guys next week. You enjoy your holiday too, Carl? Oh, that's right. Monday's an off day. So I will see you guys all on Sunday, but Tuesday for the trading day.
Tuesday.
All right. Cheers. See you guys. Cheers, everyone on the stream. Be good. Toodles.